James, thanks for coming. Would you introduce yourself to everyone?
Absolutely. My name is James Gordy, originally out of Philadelphia. Been out here in Arizona for about a year and a half now. Father of three loving kids, married to a wonderful woman. My mom just came down here to visit me, so Happy New Year to everybody. I'm just enjoying myself right now.
You seem like a pretty happy guy.
Yeah, especially right now. Right now, I'm feeling good. I'm doing well. I got a lot of things to be thankful for. So my attitude is much better.
Much better than what? You say right now, and you say much better, and that alludes to maybe a time when it wasn't so great.
Oh man, I could sit here and name time after time when it wasn't so great. I grew up without having a lot, but I was given everything I needed. But more recently, when I moved here, through a situation that was quite troublesome. When I got here, things were in constant flux. My life over the last year and a half has changed quite a bit. For specifics, I had troubles with my son, had troubles with my wife. I took a big pay cut when I moved here, so as a man, for a lot of us, that's a real problem, and for me, I always want to be able to provide for my family. So that was stressful. That was real stressful.
What do you do at those times? That's a time when a lot of people would give up, maybe not have any hope at all. Was that a point for you when you lost hope?
At times, yes. I lost hope in a lot of things. Sometimes I lost hope as far as my relationship, with my children, with my wife, with my situation about work, about finding a job, about being able to fit in, about being able to do things positively and do them the right way. I started to question myself and my abilities. I just really was at a low point where all I wanted to do was kind of get away, separate myself. Because in my situation, I just felt less than. I felt undeserving. I felt like I just couldn't do anything right. And at points, yeah, I really did lose hope.
At a point like that, what restores hope in a man?
I can only speak for me. I did my best to talk myself into things. Oh, you're okay. Oh, this will happen. Oh, that'll happen. But one of the first things that really took me to the path of restoring my hope was seeing other men who had either been where I was and had come out of it, or were in the process of coming out of some things, talking to me about things that they were experiencing or had experienced and how they got out of those things. And that was one of the things that led me back into the church, led me back to God. Learning that I was not alone, no matter how alone I felt, gave me a different glimpse of life and what life could be.
If we could go back for just a second, you said it led you back to church, so you had been to church before.
Oh yeah. I grew up in the church, especially my father's side of the family. If you went to my grandmother's house, whether you were a guest or a relative, you were going to church if you were there on Sunday. And we as a family just practically lived in church. The pastor ate at our grandmother's house almost every Sunday. So it wasn't a new thing to me at all. It was just more of a ritual then, and it's a lot different for me now. I get more out of it now.
What's the difference between going as a ritual, as you say, and going now?
Going as a ritual is when you wake up and you get up and you go to church because it's Sunday, and that's what you do on Sunday. And then the moment you walk out of church, it's like, all right, back to the world. go home, call up your homies, talk, go out, drink, smoke, whatever, whatever it is you do, that would be not living for God, not living and trying to walk as a child of God, making a Christ-like walk. Whereas now, I don't get up and go to church because it's Sunday. I get up and go to church because it's a day where I can go get some nourishment for my spirit. I read the Bible not because somebody tells me to, but because I want to learn more about the Word of God. It fulfills me. And previously, it was just something I did because I was a kid and that's how I was raised.
So because obviously you've had friends who along the way didn't turn at the same time you turned. So they didn't start going to church and they didn't become part of their lifestyle. So how do you encourage someone who hasn't made the change?
My way of encouraging people, especially those who aren't in church, is one, to mention what it has done for me, and mostly just tell people about what God has done for me, how getting back to church, getting back to reading the Bible, getting back to studying the Lord's Word, getting back to trying to get that understanding for myself has helped me. Not everything is about financial, material things. Sometimes it's just about peace of mind and being able to go to sleep at night. Sometimes I can, I have a friend who's going through a struggle with employment, and I told him, hey, I'm here making way less money than I ever did, but my life is so much more abundant with things that have nothing to do with money. So I suggest you do what I did. Give it to God in prayer, do what you're supposed to do, and He'll bring you through. I mean, I look at it like this. You can try and try and try and try. And if you never get a different result, why not try something a little different? See if it works for you.
What brings you here today to be a part of the Redefine Project?
I like helping people. And, speaking to you, thinking about some of the things that you said to me, I'm not sure what my main talents are, but I do know I love to help people. And I never considered myself a people person. I mean, my places never had furniture, didn't want company, but I always feel like there's something I can do to help somebody. And I feel that I'll have a great opportunity to do that here, whether it be through spending time with people, talking to people, or just simply handing out a flyer in silence, but something that'll give people a way to get to where I'm going.
What would you say to someone who sees this and they go, I don't have any gifts or talents, how can I help? And they want to be involved. What would you say to them?
Everybody has gifts and talents. It's just about discovering what they are, because anytime you have a strong desire to do something, that was given to you from somewhere. So come on in. We'll figure out what you can do. We'll find a place for you. And, if it doesn't happen the first day, don't worry about that. You wasn't good at shooting baskets the first day you stepped out on the court. You didn't come out of the womb running. It took time, but you found a way to do whatever it was you needed to do. And we'll find a way for you to help us.
Thank you.